Okay, good, good, good. We'll just wait for Joey here.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
You guys color coordinated. Look at that. Did you plan it? Don't lie. That's great. I love it. I love it. Okay, so you know what? This gives us a chance to do, guys. If while we wait for Joey to get her microphone set up, what we can do is I'm going to post the website into the chat. And we can all follow along with this AMA. There we go. So if you guys go on there, you'll find the white paper, all of the things that you need. I'm also going to forward. Joey, how you doing there? Sometimes, Joey, what you have to do is turn off the chat on your end and then restart it again. Yeah, so try that, and then you might be able to talk. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, guys, so take a look down at the bottom of the chat there. I am forwarding some pertinent information for you so that you can follow along. All right. You'll see at the bottom of that post, there's website, Twitter, Telegram, sweep widget. Click on the website, open up the web page, get on the white paper. Awesome. Joey, I see you, but can I hear you? Oh, I still can't hear you. Unbelievable. That it's rugging you. That mic is rugging you right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I guess we will get started. She's going to keep going. Jawad, maybe you and I will get started here. How do you feel about that? We'll give her some time to get her tech, which is not being very kind to her right now, going. How do you feel about that?
Sorry, I didn't hear you clearly just now.
Oh, okay. What I was saying was, how do you feel about getting started right now and just waiting for Joey to get her stuff together and she can join us when she's ready?
Yeah, for sure. So
okay.
Let me introduce myself first.
One second. I'm going to. Oh, somebody started the recording. Whoever did that.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful. Okay, so we've been recording for 2 minutes. There we go. There she is. Still can't hear you. You know what, Joey? Yeah, go onto the phone. We don't need to see you, I think. Everybody take a good look at Joey. She's real. Okay. So we're going to give them a second here. We're having some technical issues. Do we have anyone here from Europe? Say hello if you're from Europe. Can you guys hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
There you are.
I swapped places with Jawad.
Okay. Oh, you guys are in the same room? That's why.
We're in the same house, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so we've got this thing started already. The recording is, so maybe what we'll do, Joey, is I'll get you to introduce yourself and the team that's with you, and maybe give us a brief introduction into how this project came into being, sort of like the beginnings of it, and maybe then talk about your guys' past experiences in crypto, and we'll go from there.
Sure, that's quite a mouthful. I will think about the timeline just to get everybody in check, so I would try to include everything where possible. Sorry for the messy background, by the way. Okay, so I will speak about myself first. I have been in crypto for quite some time. If anything, I've been, I don't want to reveal my age, but I've started mining back in 2009. I was really, really young. I was 17 back then. Oh, there you go. Everybody knows my age. That's very stupid. I just doxed my age.
Oh,
Thank you, everybody. But yeah, I started mining really young back then, when, Bitcoin was just out because I was playing games online. And as a teenager, you don't have access to credit cards. So my mode of currency really is to use Bitcoin to purchase some game goods with other players, like some rare items, like some shield. I play a lot of MMORPG games. Um, So yeah, I've spent thousands of Bitcoin back then. I wish would have kept, but yeah, that's the crypto part.
No.
Yeah, it's a big no. Yeah, so fast forward, I still didn't quite understand crypto. In all honesty, I really started only picking up on it back in 2017 again, and this time I was mining Ethereum. Finally saw the value after some time of dropping it. In between, I was working in a financial institution, which right now I don't want to share because it would reveal my profile. I'm still attached to one of the companies, so I don't really want to name it out. But I was really involved in business relationship consultancy for the credit card company, as well as fraud prevention. So I've worked with FBI before. Not every case, of course. It's not always that you get a case that you will go FBI. It needs to reach a high threshold.
Jeez, wow.
Yeah.
So
And later on ventured into IT.
can I get you to like search people for me? I've got some sketchy people that I know. I need to find out more about them.
I left that company back in
Oh,
2018.
okay.
Yeah, but I'm with someone else now, but I'm doing IT completely, so a bit different. So I have both finance and IT background, and now, it's literally fintech. I'll let Jawad. Oh, he can't speak on that mic. Okay, I will. Sorry, guys, for the technical error. I will introduce him. So he, on the other hand, in terms of crypto experience, I think he only really started in 2020. I think his first coin was XRP. I really don't remember. I think so. Please nod if it's a yes. Yes.
That works.
Yes. Okay.
There you go.
He still has it, by the way, that I know. Hodl.
Diamond.
Yeah. So that's really more towards personal crypto journey. Last year, however, I personally got much more involved in trying to create a project. So back in May 2021, two other partners and we founded BNB Cash. For everybody who knew BNB Cash, yes, I'm one of the co-founders. I left back on end of October. So in case if you guys were wondering where I disappeared, here I am with OG now. So after the departure from BNB Cash, we had quite a number of serious investors who came to us. When we say serious, we're talking about people who want to put in huge amount of money. We turned quite a few person down because we don't really know them. Like, both of us, we put ourselves out there, we dox ourselves, and, we want to do everything right. But you never know whoever that's investing on you, whether they do have the same intention or will they cause a harm to your project. But we managed to get two investors that we really trust. We got them to sign legal agreements as well. So together, four of us, we put in a total of $100,000 back in November to start the development of this project. Fast forward in December, we created a company. So that's really how everything come. I won't go into detail too much about the token or the project just yet because I feel like I'll be talking nonstop.
No worries, no worries. Thank you so much for that introduction. I remember we've spoke before previously, so
Yes.
as soon as I found out that it was you who was with this project, I started to pay attention. Not that I don't pay attention to, anyways, you know what I'm saying. Because when I know, it's so funny. This is all recorded, and I forget sometimes, so people can go back and listen to my little slip-ups that I make and whatnot, just like yours. And I can go back and find out when you were. Yeah. Anyways, so So when I found out that you were on the team, it made me more excited because, in this space, you want to invest in trusted people who are proven. So welcome so much to CERS. We're really excited to know more about what you guys are doing for the community, because you are providing a good and a service within this community and all of the crypto space. So maybe let's get into it. You said that your experiences in fintech and your partner's experience is in crypto as well. So you're creating this product called the Organic Growth Platform. Tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, sure. So I guess it goes back to the timeline back in November. After I left the project back in October, in between, I do help quite a number of projects in the shadows, so did Jawad. So one thing we do know a lot in common, and we do see every day, if anybody is a project owner or have worked with project owners before, I think you can all agree with me that all project owners have been scammed one way or another by a marketer or someone who provides services, whether it be upvote, whether it be listing services, sometimes even some YouTube influencers or fake YouTube influencers. It's really a big problem in the space, and it's really wild. And not only that, how many groups have you guys been? Even if it's not a project group, you will always see people that will come in and say, "Hey, do you need marketing services? Oh, I have a proposal for you." Look, I'm not saying anything bad against that, but it's just proving that there is such a problem right now. And why do people avoid these all these contacts? Is because 99% of them could be scammed after all that has happened. And there's no way to really find out. And everybody says the same words. Like, what else can you say, really? No, it's really marketing. It is a proposal. You can paraphrase it. It's just going to be a new term. But yeah, that's a very obvious problem in the space, and we're trying to solve it. So we looked at project owners, we look at marketers themselves, we look at investors themselves, and see what is the problem that really circle around crypto marketing, right? So there's so many things. One, I can easily name a few right now. As a crypto project owner, even if you can find legit marketer, you don't know whether the reviews are true, because a lot of these websites that they go for, they actually paid for those reviews, unfortunately. Like, if you see like top 10 performing marketing agency, and you see an agency, I'm not saying all, but a lot of them, they do that. And, I am very connected to the crypto marketing space, seeing that, that's a lot of what I do apart from project management and business management. You will see this happening a lot, right? So how do we really stop all this problem from happening? Like, I have issue, I don't know how to find the right marketer, I don't know how to verify. There's a lot of even real marketing agency that says, "Hey, you need a promotion. Okay, let's work on it." They're really passionate, and then you pay them upfront because that's what they require you to do. It makes sense, because sometimes, people do marketing services for you, and as marketers themselves, they might not even receive money after what they've done for you, and there's nothing much that they can do. So it's like a loop. I don't know if you guys realize, like, going like, I'm here, and then it's affecting this person person then do something that affects back there. So the platform really is like a marketing hub. Yes, it's a freelance platform where there's multiple services. I can show you guys the page a little bit to let you know how. Let me just share here. Just a moment. Can I share my screen? That's okay.
That would be actually beautiful. I think it's really intelligent if the people can also see as well as hear. It's like you're hitting two very important routes straight to the memory.
Here I shall do that, RC. You got the point. Can we all see?
Thank you so much. Yes, beautiful. Everybody, if you're listening and you're not looking at your phone or whatnot, please take a look at what was just shared so that you guys can follow along. Please go ahead.
Sure, thanks. So this is just the token main page. It contains all the info as many other token pages would, so I wouldn't brag about it. what I really want to show you guys is here. It says launch app. So that's where our homepage of our platform will be. I know not many people have clicked in just yet, so you should. But yeah, the platform is targeting, it really targets project owners, service providers, and gem hunters. And how? For gem hunters, we have the leaderboard area. And of course, we also will have like crypto project profiles to show. Right now, what you see here are all dummy data. It's not live just yet because our platform is not live. If you click, nothing happens, okay? Because we have not linked it to the platform. We can show you more about what's inside later, just in a bit. So if you see, there is a promoted site. This is where we would take payments, or we can help certain projects without money, without any returns, to place themselves there. Of course, there's very strict criteria to be here. We really take that very seriously. But if you see the employer and the freelancer columns, it's really, the employer part mostly will be crypto projects. If I am if I'm an investor, I would want to come here and see how much they have spent in all the services that they have. That would show how many jobs that they have hired, how much have they spent marketing and whatnot. Then you would click on the profile. It would show you a lot of different details about the projects. Okay. Freelancers, well, this is for project owners. These are all organic data that will feed from the platform once it's live. The platform, not only does it do like leaderboard and, you can find employers, freelancers for different jobs. So as a freelancer, you can post a job, for example, like currently I'm an NFT graphic designer, for example. I offer services. So I can either put a service or I can answer to someone's job post. So for example, if I'm a project owner, I say in need of a designer. So you can, if you're registered on the platform, you can reply to the post and offer your services. So what is really different about the platform? It sounds like, well, there's a lot of freelance platform out there, and you're not wrong. And I wouldn't say that you are, but what we offer, we do have quite a few things that we put in here. So, okay, this is where it gets really lengthy. So if you need to cut me off for a short moment, please do.
This is really good so far. It's really great. So I'll just say that I think this is something that could be very valuable to people if they take the moment to think about how the crypto space works. And I don't know what the amount of time is that each person in here has been in crypto, but if you've been in for long enough, you know that the most important thing is who is backing the project that you're investing in. Most important thing, honestly. Even more important than utilities, and that's unfortunate to say, but it's true, and it's kind of like that in everything in life. It's who is the creator and who is backing it, and your project lets people know who that is. So please keep going.
No problem. Thank you. So what makes the platform different? Okay, so we call it Marketing Hub, but so far it sounds like a freelance platform. That's just one part of it. So you saw the leaderboard, the freelance platform piece. We have escrow services. So we have different payment methods. We start off with the BNB chain, but doesn't mean that we will not move to other chain. It's just we're very comfortable in this space and we've made a mark. So we do think that, starting here would be a good choice for it to stable down. If anyone were to pay with OG tokens, which is our native token, the employees themselves, they don't have to pay any fees. The freelancers themselves, they will enjoy the lowest fee that you can find on any freelance platform. So there's standard account, there's business account, there's premium account. It ranges from 5% to 1% fee. That is really extremely low. And the escrow function can only be triggered there. Now, what is an escrow function for some of you that may or may not know? So earlier we did talk about the scam issue, right? Where someone might have taken the money, don't do the job. Someone might have done the job and the other person doesn't want to pay. So what this escrow function do is when we get into an agreement, let's say I'm hiring RC, right? And RC is like, okay, I'll do this for you, but how do I know you have money? And I'll be thinking, but I don't want to pay you money. What if you don't do it? So we will come to an agreement. Okay, I would lock an amount in escrow. which does not go to an independent wallet. It gets locked in my wallet. Okay, there's a function to be triggered on the website. It will interact with your wallet and it will get locked. And the freelancer will be able to see. So RC can see that, hey, I've deposited this amount of money, so I do have money. So I'm not just, hiring him for nothing. So I'll go ahead with a peace of mind and complete the job. Now, once I've completed the job, of course, the owner can release the funds if there's any, if it takes too long to release, or if there's any issue in between, like the person did not deliver on the date that they were supposed to. Of course, they can trigger disputes, things like that. We'll explain in our terms of use and privacy notice, which our lawyer has drafted, but I have not finished document, which reminds me, sorry, work. So that's one of it. The second thing is, if you're a project owner, or if you know project owners who really need these services, on top of that, if they use OG token, they can apply for project grant. So a project grant basically is not just monetary reward that we will give to specific project. We will help them to grow their community base. So we have a voting system to first bring people to their project, whether they're selected or not. The winner gets some money, some marketing help, because on our platform, we also have ads, very selected ads for projects. We have the leadership spot. You will be able to see later on down there, there's a column that says features. That's basically for article, interviews, things like that. We will have higher amount of partners. In fact, RC, I don't know if you remember, we have officially partnered up as strategic partner between SURS Investment Group and OG. So, we will utilize these relationships to have all this spread out and help them in this growth. Why are we so focused on growing other projects as well? You must be thinking, this is the money from your project, so why are you giving money to them if it doesn't benefit you? It does. Okay, it does benefit us in a different way that you might see. Number one, we can cross-use each other's community. So their community would know what this project is and spread the word about the platform, which then pushes the utility. Secondly, projects that work together, if they have true utility and if they are really trying to do something good for the market, there will be times where funds are low. Let's be honest, like I've been there. It's difficult. And, a project might not survive because of that, not because they're rugging you, not because they're scamming you. They could have been scammed at the background. They could have really tough luck with marketing. It could be overly expensive. They don't know how to strategize. Help like this will help each other grow. And that's why we name ourselves Organic Growth, isn't it? Yes, the name OG it stands for Original Gangster, but really what it stands for us is Organic Growth. We wanted that name because it's cheeky. It's like both rugged and, professional at the same time. Sorry.
No, I just love that. I love that you said that. That was so awesome. Rugged. I like, as a guy, I like to identify myself as that. So please go ahead.
Yay. Okay. It's just a few things, right? But the platform, out of platform, we also have OG services. Now, this is really where all the things that you see, like what SURS Investment Group is doing, like AMA services and whatnot. But we will have different types, different layers, and we will not just be alone. We will have bundle help, where if the people we are able to custom make certain packages and help them out, target a specific amount for reach if they are a new project or if they're a struggling project, things like that. So I know I've said a mouthful, but this is really how the homepage will be. There will be different categories that we will start with for now, because it's mostly a lot focused on growing projects in general. So there's a few things that I know we need for sure in a project. So there's different category that freelancers can sign up in. Both the employers and freelancers can sign up for free. Can't sign up now, can't click the account tiers. It's not live in case you guys are clicking and say, hey, it's not working. You guys are scamming me. But it's not. It's not live just yet. We just want to release it early so you guys know a feel of it. So yeah, all these are not clickable. Then you have your FAQ. So yeah, this is just the homepage. It looks a lot more awesome inside. Is that a vain moment for me to say that? But yeah, in a nutshell, the platform does a lot of things that we've mentioned just now, and it's really just the beginning. I hope the information helps.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Now let's really break it down. So, okay, you're creating a platform that is designed to introduce us and help us to follow what the partners that partner with you are doing, metric-wise and all sorts of other different ways, including KYC, so that we can develop a good understanding of who these, I don't know if you want to call them backroom, but maybe hidden characters are within the projects that if we were to really understand how this system worked, we would know that those people really are responsible for whether or not a project does well or not. Of course, the community is a part of that as well, but it's a large part who is supporting it. And so I suppose now that we understand that you guys have created a working system for us to be able to see this, my first question will be an investor question. How will this make me money? That is
Good
the
question.
main question that I want to ask to start with, and then we'll go into tokenomics and marketing and all of that sort of stuff later. Please go ahead.
Sure, no problem. Sorry, my throat. So how will this make you money? I think it's quite related to the tokenomics. I might backtrack a little bit, and I want to say something related to utility in general before it's related to the question, in case you guys wondering, like, am I straying away? No. So I think a lot of projects with no names mentioned, always, a lot of them would claim, oh, we're a utility project, we do this, we do that. But honestly, the real evaluation is a utility project means that you utilize the token as much as you can within the projects that you will develop that can bring potential, whether an increase in price, increase in trade volume, increase in popularity, or increase in the total amount of tokens. So we have very strong usage for utility because everything that we name will all be paid in OG token mostly. We have like high push, everything that we do really laser focus on pushing the token because it's related to the tokenomics. Now, so if you hold OG token and you are not a project owner and you are not a freelancer, so you must be thinking, well, I don't need it, so why would it make me money? But they would use it. 4% of the purchase and sell actually goes into reflection. 2% from both buy and sell, we will collect for buyback, and all the tokens that we buy back will burn them. So that will decrease the supply by a lot. And as we do that, the scarcity will be high. And as the utility go up, the trade volume go up, you get more reflections. And as the pool gets smaller, more people need to use the token. That's when you force the price to go up. Now, it sounds like a lengthy process. It is. It's not a short process at all. But how it will make you money? Well, really hang on to it. Hang on to it. Create a good floor. Believe when the utility is pushed, you'll be able to get higher places. But obviously, that's up to you guys to decide. You will have your investment goals and whatnot. So I want to be realistic with that as well.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for that answer. Let's think here. So I'm going to leave a bunch of questions for the community because this community asks incredibly good questions, and I want to hear what they have. So quickly, not quickly, but let's move over to the tokenomics. Buy and sell tax distribution. Will there be a larger tax at the start on the sells, or will you stick with your original tax structure? And I suppose we'll start with that.
Yeah. So we are starting off with 10% buy and sell at 15%. A lot of it is because of the pre-sale. So we want to be able to be careful with it because although it's 15%, that's coming back, most of it will go into marketing. So are we keeping that 10%, 15% for now? Yes. Will it go higher? Not likely at all. Will it go lower? Very likely. When? It depends on the platform, like when are we going live with it and the feedback that we're getting back from the users themselves. Because a lot of this taxes that do come back, we can do a lot of promotion for the site and that will increase the user base. So I hope you guys understand the thought process behind the taxes.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you for that. And your audit, let's talk a little bit about that. What do you have now for an audit? And what will you have coming down the line?
Sure. Okay, so we have always been in good contacts with Solidproof because we really like the way they audit their contract. Honestly, wanted to go with Certic, but my contact, he's really on the backlog and he's the fastest. Usually it's few months. This guy usually did it in 2 weeks maximum, but they have such a huge backlog and he's like, we can't make it now. We have to wait for 4 weeks. So I was like, oh, okay, we'll stick with Solidproof. Well, according to the CEO himself, because I do know him, he said that he's going to come back he booked a slot to check through on Wednesday. So hopefully when he comes back, there's very small mistakes that we've made. We've tested it more than 20 times. But hopefully there's very small mistakes or if any, none at all, so that we can publish on the spot. But yeah, it's going to take a few days before the pre-sale. It'll be there.
Of course. Yeah, I believe you because I know who you are. So next question that I have will be marketing. What are your plans? Okay, so first question, who do you see this niche that you guys are entering into as a competitive one? Who do you feel will be your do you feel that you are better than your nearest competitors, and why, and how will you let the people know the value of what you're offering via marketing?
Yeah, so there's really a lot of different type of competitor depending on which category that we're looking at. I would say we're different because we are looking at a lot of areas. We are really rounding it up, surrounding this space, and we're not stopping there. This is just the beginning. The biggest thing that I think really distinguish us between the others will be, our processes of verification, our partners that will come on board, and of course the services that we'll always promise to provide. Being in corporate environment for 10 years, doing multiple things, I've also had a lot of chances to lead and create quality assurance policies. So, service for me is a huge deal, and we want everybody, regardless of who they are, investor, whether you're holding OG token, whether you're just someone who's viewing the platform for OG for your investment purposes, your employer, your freelancer, we want to provide that service for you. So a lot of companies can have innovation, a lot of companies can have different niche, and I think market moves really fast. People who have money, a lot of things can be copied, but can the passion be the same? And we're here to prove that.
I love it. I love it when a team comes humbly, in the sense that they know that they're here to sell the product and to earn the I suppose the customer, in a sense, the customer's trust. So I really appreciate that you use that word, earn. Okay, where are we at right now? Time has really been flying. Holy smokes!
I talk a lot.
We're at 34 minutes already. Wow, that's great though. That's great. Okay, I think that there's I think that this is a really important project, actually. I know that I'll use it, even even for more reasons other than for investing. Like, say for instance, you're an up and coming influencer, and you want to know who else maybe is in the same category as you, who your competition is. So there's that level of value. And I know that you guys have been connecting with a lot of influencers. So maybe you could let us know, you don't have to name names because you probably won't, but how much interest have you guys had from the realm of influencers, developers, and partnerships?
Honestly, I've reached out to at least 40 different people of different categories. Haven't been turned down even once. Can't name them for sure. But I guess you guys will see it when they come aboard. What I don't want is to promise, because until they really do, all of whatever we say would just be words. So I don't want to spoil my trust and think that people will be like, oh, she said this, and if it didn't happen, I don't want to tarnish it. But yeah, percentage-wise, out of 40, at least, no one turned us down. We got quite a few on board. We got something pretty major on board, but that is when the platform comes on. That one is really quite huge. It's a crypto project, actually, that I think many of you would know. Yeah, we have some strong influencers in the space, and in terms of KYC audit as well, if they all appear at the same spot. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I've heard some rumors too of people reaching out to you. That's bullish when you have well-known personalities reaching out to you to be on your platform. I think that's a good sign, and I'm sure everyone can understand why that's a good sign. Because there is competition out there, and so if they're reaching out to you, that means they know something. So let's see here. What else can we ask? 12:43 PST. Yeah, we can keep asking questions before we open it up here. Okay, so we know that you guys aren't lacking in participation from influencers, developers. They are KYCing to you, which means they want to be a part of this. What is your event horizon? Long term, 1 year from now. Okay, that's a bit long in crypto space. Okay, so 3 months from now, 4 months from now, where do you guys see yourself?
4 months from now. Ooh, okay, so according to our roadmap, which right now we are really on track, we're gonna launch the platform somewhere early April. It can't come together with the token because we have to test the escrow function with the token. So that will take some time to modify on the website for sure, because we don't want any hiccups in transactions or someone gets their token locked forever. We will have different services starting in April. So everything on the platform that you see will go live. We will also start our OG of the OG's membership club. It's something new that we've created. It really gels with the organic growth topic. We really want to grow that group. So it's going to be a private group of people who are holding a significant amount of OG tokens. All wallets will be verified to join that membership. There will be some benefits to it for sure. We will be connected with a lot of projects, and we'll get information up front. So guess who will know first? Number 2, so any whitelist spots for future pre-sale, it will go to them. Specialized AMA sessions for them. They will have an elite membership title. The most important thing out of all this is the pitch that we will have, because the marketing hub itself will be partnered with so many projects. So many people will come to speak to us, right? Imagine we have a verified group of people who are holding solid amount of tokens, and we propose to them. we can make an influence in your project. That's not an issue. You got to prove your worth to us. If the elite group does grow, literally we will be, well, hopefully that's what we're dreaming for. In the space, people will recognize us as the OG elites are coming. Can you imagine different projects hearing that? Now you have a lot of influencers, I wouldn't give name, but whenever they say that, people get really hyped. And what's stopping us to form a group, a solid group that we can verify and bring influence to the space? So, this kind of thing is not something that you can do without trust. And we hope that with the trust that we have built, that's something that we can do. So that's just really in the first 1 month. Later on in June, actually, this is something I don't know if we can, but we're aiming for, is to at least have some presence in the Crypto Expo that's coming in Singapore. We missed the one in Dubai now because of our launch and many other reasons, like my flight, and we couldn't get out there. I'm in Malaysia physically, having a lot of issue trying to travel to certain places. If I have certain family history for something. So sorry, it's a long drama. But yeah, I couldn't make it to this one. So in June, we are hoping to get there. We're hoping that, by then, whenever investors in the space, whether they're holding OG token or not, when they go to a project, they will ask, why do you not have a presence in OG platform? It's free. We can see how much you spend over there. You get free recognition on the platform. People can look for your project on the spot. They see how much you spend. We want people to be asking these questions instead of when Lambo, when Moon. We're like, when OG? Come on, guys. That's the new hashtag we should all go with. Yeah, so I'm getting my big head to myself. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not usually like this.
This is great. This is great. I love it. I think what we could do, I'll say this. Before we open up for questions from the investors, is there anything that you feel that you guys would like to cover first?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, perfect. Then what I'm going to do is open up for questions. Just typing it in here. Oh, wow, they're already all over it. You guys, I love it. You're listening, that means. So we're going to open up for questions now from the community, and they've already started posting them in there. So we have a Busty giveaway at the end, but we also may have whitelists for some of the best questions. So if you're in the VC and you want to ask questions to the team, please go ahead now. And if you're in the chat and you're too shy to ask in the VC, then you know what to do. Type it into the main group page, tag me, and I'll try to ask your question. Please go ahead and ask questions now.
Hey, what's up, guys? Good day, good day. Can you hear me?
Hey, Ray. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Hey, yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, I just want to make it as quick as I have somewhere to go, and yeah, I want to ask this question to you guys. So, in the legal aspect of the project, would you guys be considering registering as a legal entity, as a legal business entity, or something like that?
Thanks for the question. Actually, we are already a legal entity in Singapore. You can verify our business registration number against the government website. Sometimes it takes time to load. The website's a bit slow. So if you put in the registration number and try to refresh, you should be able to see Organic Growth Private Limited. I don't know what's the date, if they would show a date, but we're registered in December 2021.
Oh, okay. All right. What's the other question? I think I forgot it, man. I forgot it. Well, anyways, no,
Okay.
probably. Oh, thank you for answering, by the way.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much for that question. Let's take the next question
I,
now. If you are
I have a
from,
question. Can I
yeah,
ask?
please go ahead now, sir.
Uh, Hi, Joy and Java. My question is there an OG Elite Club? I I found something like that. Is that an Elite Club?
An elite club? Yes. Yes. So I love to talk about this. Thanks for asking this question. Now you give me more time to talk about it again and again. I love it. um, so yes, the OGs of the OGs Elite Membership Club is gonna be not easy to get in. They must prove that they are able to hold 50,000 tokens from the start of purchase up to the 25th. That's for the first intake. Even if they buy, let's say on the 26th onwards, we can't admit them into the project until the next intake. So we'll have different criteria. There are multiple benefits. Can I share this post over to your page? I hope it won't
course.
block me. Yeah.
Oh, I am not the bot, so hopefully the bot loves you. We'll see.
The bot loves me. Here we go. Oh, loves Jawad. It's Jawad's account, so it's not me.
Oh, so did it get blocked?
No, it didn't. It's here.
Okay, perfect.
It's in the chat.
I can't even go down to the bottom to see it because then I'll lose track of these questions. Like literally 85 questions asked for your project in like a minute. So yeah.
Ooh, thanks, guys. Yeah, so that's the club, and it will be a private club. It will be verified weekly once they join. So we will look at individual wallet. Of course, it's not shared to public, but we will verify if they're still eligible to stay in the elite club. So it's that, cruel. If you dump, you're out. No benefits for you. If we're having any lucky draw in the private group, that's for free. Or random giveaway, random stuff, random private spots. So whatever, too bad. You dumped. You have no proof that you should be an elite member. In all
I
honesty.
love that. I love that. I love it. You're rewarding loyalty and
Yes.
not only that, but like I would say with this project and with most utility projects, the value, like you can't look at it like a meme coin, right? So you invest at strategic times, buy at the beginning if you can, and hold. It's not hard. Anyways, let's move on to the next question here. So did I lose my space? Oh no. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, perfect. I've got a question here from Scar, and it says, are you feeling the impact of yield farming, which is currently booming in the crypto scene? What will you develop in this field? Is there a chance that you will collaborate with other projects, or do you decide to stand alone and stay ahead of your competitors? Is your staking program, okay, if you do support a staking program, wait a second, this question is confusing me now. Live, this is recorded, okay. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna break this question down. Okay, are you guys going to support yield farming or staking?
None. So not for now. For sure, 100%, because the token's point is for it to be a utility token. Yes, it'll bring a lot of benefit for people to lock in. But that's also the reason why we created a whole new program, which is the Elite Club. So we don't want to get into yield farming or staking just yet. It does use a good amount of tokens. And in the early days, if we calculated the first, during the growth, what a lot of people think is that as long as you get into that, the project will boom. And I'm sorry to say it's not always the case. You have a lot of swing traders. Yes, for the volume is good, but it might scare a lot of people off if it's unstable at the moment. So I would say no, but will we not do it? Not likely. We have the 4% reflection for a purpose. Once we stable down and we feel like we're in a good place to go on a centralized exchange, once the platform gets a bit hotter, like, there's more eyes on the platform, Once we go centralized exchanges, that yes, things like this we will have to consider, because reflection is no longer there. When you're on major centralized exchanges, those privileges just get taken away. So it's not a definite no at the moment, but in the future, but at the moment, no.
Okay, thank you so much for that answer. Let's go back and take a look at some more questions here. There's so many of them. Actually, there's one here that I like, and it is really good for the investors to know this. And the first part of his question is this: what kind of revenue model and profit mechanisms do you have for OG token holders?
Revenue? Like what do they get out of it?
Yeah. So what kind of revenue model and profit mechanism do you have for OG token holders?
Yes, as simple as just the reflections, and really, I know I make it sound like it's just reflection, but if anyone has planned staking before, or yield farming, or other programs that airdrops tokens, or for whatever reason for holding, honestly, if you calculate the transfer rate, the amount of work, the amount of money that you need for all those platforms, having a high reflection beats everything, because you get to hold it. So honestly, for us, yes, it's very important that we do have holders in the early beginning, because not only the holders help the price of the token, but what we do really want from people who know the project is to get us the contacts of projects who need marketing assistance, or they need marketing help to be on the platform, because that is shielding your bag indirectly, right? So we don't have specific revenue model. We do have specific exclusive clubs that you can enjoy special benefit if you hold. So the concept is a little different, but it's to promote people holding the token. So you'll see we say 50,000 tokens to join the elite membership on the first intake. Bear in mind that our pre-sale and private sale tokens are about 40K to 43K-ish tokens. So 50,000 would mean they have to top up a little bit. A lot of it is to incentivize people who came in early to hold. So we want to build a strong floor price. I'm not worried about the private group at all, actually. I am not really concerned about the pre-sale group, honestly, as well, because the cap that we have is very low. It's 0.044% of the entire supply, even if you buy max wallet per wallet. So, sorry, I stretched a bit too long.
That's okay. No, that's a great answer. Thank you. The next question and I'm sorry to go so rapid paced through these questions. There's just so many of them that I want to try to get all the good ones out. Sure. I know you're ready though. Okay, so this next question I have is from the Corner, and it says, right now the problem is that most people evaluate projects based on the value of their tokens, not the technology/features the project has. How can this platform add educational value to their investors so that more people understand the value of the project rather than just paying attention to the price?
Amazing. So I think this is where, I love that question, because that's where I guess we should set an expectation for both sides. We want our investors who come in to also be able to share with us the projects of their choice. You see, this is where it really brings us value, because, we have limited amount of context. Really, the contacts that do come in are people who already have influence in the community, or people who know somebody. So we're very thankful that we managed to make quite a number of contacts, and we get connected to many people. But this, if we don't continue, it will stop. So for people to really realize the value, I would say not just look at the token. Think about the problem that you guys have with the projects right now. Think about how projects cannot sustain alone. Think about us helping those projects to survive as well. And think about, it's not just OG tokens price that you have to pay attention to. It's everything else that we will partner with. You get juicy news, you get help, we get to push them. We will be able to buy together. It's going to be a community that comes all along, not just focus on OG token. It's going to be on every other potential token as well. So you don't want to limit conversation about other projects, if that makes sense.
Of course. Thank you. And thank you for that question. That was a great question. This is another great question by MetaPets. And it says, is there a referral program for the freelance platform to refer existing clients, freelancers, and friends, and to receive a referral bonus?
Oh, honestly, we did think about that. It's not set in stone. I would say no. We were thinking about some way to incentivize the freelancers for sure to bring their existing portfolio. Not to lie, that's for sure. Whether will it be a referral bonus or what, I'll be very honest. Right now, we don't have an answer for you. But things like referral that you have mentioned, those are the track that we will go through. We'll try to incentivize people from both sides, the projects themselves, as well as the freelancers.
Thank you so much. I've got a question here from Hopeless Romantic, and it says this: organic growth's vision and mission are good, according to the website. However, it requires a significant amount of user traffic to be long-term viable. How do you plan to achieve this in the long term?
Yeah, so we do have some strategy for sure. There is a need for expansion of group. We need on-the-ground salespeople. Well, it doesn't mean that we'll go to people's houses and start knocking, hey, join the platform. No, we'll have business development managers that will reach out to different projects, to different sites that already have a list of freelancers. There'll be quite some techniques that we can't share as well, because that's really a trade secret, but we do have a solid plan on getting people on board. I can't say that, the moment we're on board, you're going to get hundreds and hundreds of people who are going to start using, but we will utilize a lot of communities' help to make that happen as well. So, the strength of the community to help us grow the presence of the platform is very much needed as well.
Amazing. Thank you so much. G. Benga, I've allowed you to speak. Please go ahead and ask your question, sir. G. Benga, are you there? I've unmuted
Hey,
you.
brother, I'm there. Yeah,
Yes,
thanks
go
for
ahead.
the opportunity.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you. And to the OG Token, thank you. I must say, you've done a very wonderful job. The way you start the destiny from the beginning, it's really great. But I saw something here that got my attention. The reward that will be given to the holders of the OG token, is it going to be in the local token or be in the stable coin? And having said that, with respect to the crypto space now, we've seen a project that the influencers have a lot of experiences, they have a lot of plans, they have a lot of good roadmaps. But at the end of the day, investors locks their money while investing in this project, simply because after the project is being launched, the percentage of the token to be released to the liquidity, most of the project they fail to release the normal percentage that ought to be added to the liquidity of the project, because seeing your buy tax and your sell tax happens to be 4%, and you claims to reward others of this token. I don't know, maybe it is in BUSD or it is in the local token. But what is the assurance you're giving to the investors of this project? Because people listening to this MA, I believe that 90% of people will be ready to invest in this project. What are the assurance you're giving to people in this AMA that after the launch, there will be nothing like there's not enough liquidity that will be added to the project? Because most of the developers, all they will be cared for is to have their own money, and they will leave the investors there to be rubbing up and down. And with respect to your marketing after launch, what are the plans you have with respect to this so that investors will never regret investing in your project?
Okay, thank you for the questions. I think you've mentioned quite a few things. I hope not to leave any of those that you've mentioned if I did catch all of them. So number one, the token reflection will be in its native token. It's done on purpose because it's lighter on the contract and it's easier to be done. Secondly, in terms of assurance, I think I have to make one thing very clear is that I think people who promise that the project will do certain access, again, no names mentioned. We don't want to defame anybody, but from our point of view, anyone that promised you that you'll get certain access after a certain amount of time, with the right luck, sure. But is it realistic? No. Secondly, I think there's some worry about, the funds. One, the liquidity will be locked for at least a year. Why not more than that? It's because in case if there's a version change and we can move the liquidity or we can split into more swaps after a year. Secondly, you don't have to worry about financial piece. We actually started development and all this marketing that we've all paid out for, all the major ones that you see right now didn't come from pre-sale. It didn't come from the private sale. You can check the private sale wallet. We can give you the address. It's not touched. Everyone's sending their money. It's still sitting there. We're still using the funds that we had from the moment the four of us had from November 2021. We have dedicated ourselves to make a mark in this space. That's why we registered for a company in a very strict country. Singapore's regulation is not one to play with. We spend a lot of money legally to get documentations right, and to get us, so we don't get fined, we don't get issues. Is there dedication? Yes. Is there assurance? I think the company is much more worthy than obviously any KYC documentation or audit that you find. So I would say, words are really easy. I can ask you to trust me. We will do this. We will do that. But I hope, as you guys come in and see what we're doing, you'll be able to see what the vision really is. Now, in terms of marketing after launch. So marketing after launch, we will not continue for a short while. And why? Because we'll be focused on the platform for just like 2-3 weeks. The marketing will focus on the launch on the platform. So there'll be another major push. What I think many people think marketing is, if I pay for this, I'm going to get this amount of people. That's not true. If I pay for this, there's no news. People will not like it even further. And obviously, I've paid for many things. I've worked with different marketers before. When there's nothing going on in your project, you can pay everybody in the world. It wouldn't go up. I can give you some good examples right now for some hype projects that didn't work after expensive marketing. But I won't mention names. I guess you guys would know. So I would say we have strategies. We have things that we want to do, but we are here for the long term. It's not going to be a short-term project. We don't promise you to moon immediately. We don't promise you how many access that you will get. We do promise that we will try our best. We will try to connect with the community as much as possible. For many of you here that I know, I can see a lot of names here who had been in the past project that I was in. One thing that I do like is get on the floor, get close to the community as much as I possibly can, unless if I'm busy with business partners, work at the background, discussion with Jawad on development. Otherwise, we are very connected to the community. We listen to the feedback. We try to feel what the people are seeing, what the people are doing, have that reassurance. So I hope that would make a difference and hope that you will show you we're not just all talk.
Awesome. I must tell you, firstly, I like the way you answered the question. I love everything about you, sincerely speaking. I love the project. Awesome. Best of luck, guys. Awesome.
Thank you. Very kind of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jibanga. Honestly, I appreciate your questions always. They're always well thought out. So the next question, oh gosh, so many questions. I have to go back, and I've been marking them to remember. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, where are we? What time are we at? How much time do you guys have? I feel we're going overtime now, and I don't want to force you guys to. Are you okay for a couple more questions?
We're happy as long as we make it in time for the next AMA for Flocky Steroid. I saw that they have an AMA, so I want to be able to respect another project and give them some time as well.
Of course, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so there's a question here from Shiraz, and it says, how strong is your team? Many projects start with a good impression, later abandon the project.
Physically, I'm not strong. I'm kidding. Jawad can't speak right now over his side, otherwise, But yeah, how strong is the team? Now, I think you guys would see like there's only 2 of us right now as a core team. You must be wondering, how can they do everything? It's not realistic. Now we're worried. No, so even the development itself, we have an external company that we outsource. We don't have an in-house team that developed the platform. We outsource a really good, massive company. Outsource is a very good strategy for startups, and I would highly recommend that. Because just for the platform, we need a team of at least 11 to 15 people to develop a lot of individual areas. And it wouldn't make sense to pay everybody like 15 people salary for 4 months before launch. We would be bankrupt before it happens unless I'm very rich. How strong is the team? So we have support from other external help that we outsource to. We have our own go-to lawyer. We have our own base of people that we connect with. How strong are both of us? So many people might not know. Most of you might know who have been in previous project. Jawad and I are in a real relationship together. We founded the company together, and I know one thing that people will ask is, what if you guys break up? Because that happens, right? You can't live in fairy tale forever. Well, we have a legal agreement between 2 of us that states everything about the projects. I have left the project before, and I will not allow this to happen again. And I left because of certain partnership issues, so I wouldn't let this happen to the project. The fact that we even register ourselves to be put up as a proper company is like, either we make it or we die. Guys, I don't know how else you want us to prove in that sense, because it's a big step that we're taking towards ourselves as well as a risk. Not gonna lie, it's scary.
Hey, but the risk is worth the reward when everything is done properly. So I appreciate that. And you know what? I don't want to take any more of your guys' time, and we're running up on it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say to the investors, thank you for all of your wonderful questions. There were so many of them. I couldn't get through all of them. I'm sorry. But what you can do is you can go over to the OG Telegram, and their moderators will answer all of the questions that you have. And I'll give you to the floor now to close up in any way that you would like. But please remember to mention the pre-sale date and the launch date, just to let our investors know when they can get into this, and so that we can start getting hyped. So please go ahead. Did you guys miss what I just said there? Did I lose you?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Did I lose you? Oh my goodness.
Hello? I can hear someone typing. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Joey, I can hear you. I'm not sure where RC went. I think.
Can you not hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
You can?
Yeah, now I can.
I was talking there. That's weird. I don't know what happened. So what I said was, I'm sure, I don't know if people heard me, but we'll close up now. I'm sorry if I didn't get to all of the questions. There were so many, and there were so many good questions. But you can go over to the OG Telegram, and I'm sure that their people will answer all of your questions and be very happy to see you. And so with that, could you two please close up? Let us know, of course, when the pre-sale date is and the launch date, and we can begin to get hyped. So thank you so much. Please
yes. Yes, thank you. I almost forgot about it. I'm so engrossed into our platform, every day, and I forgot about the pre-sale date. It's happening in, where I am right now is in 4 days, but it's actually the 12th of March. The time is to be confirmed. The launch, hopefully, the moment it fills up, you'll launch. If it doesn't fill up, then it will be 24 hours from the time of pre-sale. We are going to have it in Unicrypt, so there will be round zero for people who are willing to burn Unicrypt. That's only 20% allocation. 79% allocated to whitelisters, but it's like a fixed amount of whitelisters, very small amount, if anything. So it will go into the public round.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are just joining us and you're taking a look at the screen, they're actually opposites. Joey is on the left and Jawad is on the right, but they had to switch places. And so, I'm really looking forward to what you guys have upcoming here. And I want to encourage everyone who's listening to go and check out the website, go and check out the white paper, and of course, go and check out the Telegram. And the launch or the pre-sale is very soon, and the launch is coming up as well. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for hosting us. Really appreciate this chance, and I'm sorry to take up so long. Let's all keep in touch, guys.
Awesome. So take care, guys. We have another AMA coming up. But before that starts, make sure you head over. To the OG Telegram. Join up. Say hello. Let them know that Sig Calls loves them. And yeah, take care, guys. We will talk to you soon. Looking forward to the future with you.
Thank you. We'll see you at the moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Care,
Thanks
guys.
for joining.
Bye-bye.
See y'all.